This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Hey, what about our Comic Capers podcast?
So you're like, what the? Not us. Well, as every other week, we're back. Anyway, so yes, after a successful Black History Month, we swing right into the air. I am Phil. No, not me. I was talking about me. I am Phil. Joining me, as always.
Hey, y'all. It's Old Hellfire.
That's right. You should have listened to this week's Ultimate Spider-Cast for part 1 of our Iron Man 2020 special. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, you have to give them stingers. So many.
That's right. You know, the one that starts with
I'm here for Peter.
Yes, that one. So, yes, check out Ultimate Spider-Cast, episode 62, which even Ray from Into the Night and Moon Knight podcast said he was watching on YouTube last night. So, because tonight we are talking Iron Man 2020. You're like, which one? I don't know. It's just like a big special. It's just called Iron Man 2020 from 1994. Look how thick that book is, Little Hellfire. How much would you pay for that?
$1.25.
Come on, be realistic. I didn't say the quality.
All right, $3.99.
Oh, well, it's still pretty thick. I mean, but it's $5.
That's what she said.
Hey, well.
Sorry, this is it. I apologize.
But no, it was $5.95 US originally.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean that's almost the price of a regular book these days.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, so this one's a little weird. I mean, we'll get into this, like how much like the story from Spider-Cast affects this. Pretty much like not at all.
Like at all.
I know. It's not even like mentioned, even though his like wife and kid get killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, son and wife. What a shame.
Oh wait. Oh look, new young pretty girl.
Yikes.
Those Starks. Anyway. Yes. This one actually has credits, unlike that Spider-Man annual. This one
where we didn't know anybody anyway. Thank you, Ray, for looking up those credits, by the way.
I know. But no.
Like, I don't care.
This is a Walt Simonson. That's right. He writes stuff other than Thor. That's right.
Every now and then. Like, don't make it seem like it happens often.
No. But I mean, that's probably what he's most well known for. A lot of it.
Yeah.
Walt Simonson Thor was like a whole chapter in when Will was teaching that comics class.
As it should be, to be honest. Good for him.
Okay, barely. So yes, you'll know this book by the scary Iron Man 2020 on the cover with the blood on his temple. Not his own.
Like, exactly.
Because see, look, the Spider-Man annual was 2015. This says this is 2020, so those deaths, the death of his wife and son, should have happened already.
Don't think too hard about it. To be honest.
But I just love the opening of this because it's like it's so the real 2020. It's like, oh yeah, people all thought we were living alabaster cities and tears would be replaced by children.
Where's my flying freaking car? That's all that I have questions about. Dear Elon Musk, I'm waiting.
Do you have a death wish?
Okay.
You have a death wish. You can't handle cars on the ground.
Flying is a lot safer than driving. Hello, Megan.
Statistically speaking, it's still the safest way to travel, Lois.
Is it though? You don't live in Florida. You don't know.
I know.
Yeah, I was promised things and they didn't pay. Heck, I was promised things for 2000 that I'm still waiting on, to be quite frank.
Sorry, you said Florida.
Only that sound only implies if you live above Gainesville or higher. Gainesville or higher.
Oh, I thought that was your the type you date.
Anyway.
So yeah, so we're the first two pages we're talking about. Oh yeah, the year 2020 is not as great.
In the year 2020.
It's not as great.
Hey, McDonald's is still around, and they're Marvel, dear Marvel. Way to have a pessimistic outlook, because between Disney and McDonald's, this is why the world is the way that it is. And now you're a part of it. Congratulations.
And we see a young couple jetting off in their flying car.
Hashtag bitter, but it's fine. I'll let it go.
They're about to get it on. They're about to get it on and engage the autopilot and get it on.
Mile High Club, baby. That's why you need a flying car with autopilot. I totally agree.
Okay. I can see you with a flying car as long as there's autopilot.
I can fly a plane just fine. I'm just saying.
The flying she can handle. It's the landing that's a little tricky.
Well, that's the tricky part.
Anyway, so the flying car gets attacked.
Right.
We're losing altitude, and they land on this deserted island that they were talking about. Would be so romantic.
It's all fun and games until you're talking to a volleyball, people. Just remember that.
Oh my lord. The blonde woman's name is Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
Oh, crap. Do we have to pay her that nickel? Because I feel like she might need it.
Oh!
Tony Basil might need that nickel.
Oh. Yeah, so their ship explodes, and then they get Oh yeah, this book was in the 90s. It's from 94. So yes, they get attacked by if the comic books of the 90s could take physical form, yes, that's the gang they get ambushed by.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Big guns, pouches,
lots of cybernetics going on.
Just belts for no reason across half their bodies. Yes.
What a time capsule.
Mohawks for no reason. Yeah. But then cut to New York. Stark International Headquarters. The nexus of 100 industries. This is the new Disney. Stark.
He wishes.
1,000 subsidiaries and 10,000 jobs. And all of it resting on the shoulders of one man, Arno Stark.
Oh Lord, are we ever in trouble?
Self-made heir of the legendary Anthony Stark.
He's rolling over in his grave for that one.
Self-made? Didn't he inherit everything?
Like a true billionaire, he's rewritten history, homie. Like a true billionaire.
That's
revisionist history. White man's privilege. Still going on in 2020. Ain't that a blip?
What's that old saying? That's right. Anyway. So again, yeah, and then he's all broody like Tony, staring at the Iron Man helmet.
Because he can't wait to get in it. It's not like anytime he's out, he's not happy. When he's in it, he's happy. That's just one of those things.
Well, as he's taking the elevator down, he's thinking, he's having his doubts. Is he worthy of the armor?
No, you're not.
Oil prices are about to skyrocket again. Blah blah blah. Stark International.
Oh well, that they totally nailed, because That's a predictable trend.
Oh yeah.
Must be picking another war with someone that has oil.
But Stark International is teetering on the edge of financial ruin. We must have an infusion of capital and quickly.
Time machine?
Yeah.
Time machine.
And please, all right, I'm putting this up to the camera. Charlie Esser, grow that mustache.
Out here, homeboy's out here looking like Howard. How vintage.
So what did he die? He got the brown hair and the black mustache. Mustache.
Guess they were. Was he kind of blonde in the first one, to be honest?
Maybe a little bit. I'm sure it's
a little bit.
You're like anything.
Maybe it's a coloring, shading issue. I don't know. That issue was all over the place. Blizzard felt like changing outfits. I don't know what was going on in that first issue.
That's right. So if you didn't hear us the first couple times, yes, please check out Ultimate Spider-Cast episode 62. If you're listening to this on the podcast, went up 2 days ago. All right. Oh, and then he's all thinking of. See, he goes on and on about his humiliation at the hands of Machine Man for the Legendary Machine Man limited series. But no, again, they're mentioning the wife and kid.
No one cared. Like honestly, wife and son.
Was Marvel
those were their names, and that's fine.
Was Marvel even like, I don't know about that story. I don't know. Should we just?
Yeah, I don't think they want to pay. I don't think they wanted to pay that other guy a nickel, so they didn't mention that.
They're like, we took your 275 and gave it to someone else.
Basically,
listen to Spider-Cast for that joke. And then we get the again, and now more flashback of him fighting Machine Man. Invincible Iron Man, a mercenary hired by Sunset Bane, who's currently in the books. To destroy Machine Man, a robotic wonder.
Okay, sure.
And an anachronism rebuilt by a pack of midnight wreckers.
That's what he said.
That sounds kind of dirty.
Yeah. Sounds kind of naughty.
Poor Kelly.
A drop that will live in infamy.
It was naughty, now that I'm saying it.
Oh, speaking of Miss Kelly Thompson, I didn't even tell you. You people are getting in the scoop. I emailed her when Black Widow #1 comes out. She said she will talk to us again.
Yay!
She's like, just get back to me closer. I'm like, okay. So I think it's April, I think.
If I remember so.
I believe so. So stay tuned for that, people. Maybe we'll add that to one of our upcoming Black Widow episodes of Comic Capers. Wonder why we're doing Black Widow episodes. Movie.
Yeah.
So these flashbacks show Machine Man kicking the crap out of Iron Man 2020. The fact that you were born human doesn't make you superior to me.
Doesn't it though?
I could easily kill you now, but I won't, because I'm a better man than you.
Are you? Okay.
Well,
sure.
They both have man in their name.
Go with
Come on,
that.
Rolf. They both have man in their name. So Arno's made it up to the roof, and here comes a helicopter. And what is that? A general and some dude doing his some dude who must have raided the X-Men's garage sale. Got Professor X's hover chair. Looks like you got some Cyclops glasses or something going on. Because the general calls him Howard. Remember that. Howard.
Put a feather in your cap.
Stark is powered up, but all weapon systems are neutral. Well, happens.
Is that how that works? I don't think that's how that works.
It happens to some older men.
Time to go to the doctor, turn your head and cough, you know?
Sensors indicate no other life forms on the top 3 floors. Oh no, this isn't in general. This was he just dressed fancy. No, it's like another businessman, isn't it? Yes, Wellington.
Oh, Wellington, come on!
Uh,
Come on!
oh my lord! I'll get to the point. I know how Machine Man tossed you around like a beanbag. Oh my lord! Look, he's got a tap built right into the wall. Oh, this is a Stark.
Does he not know alcoholism runs? It's like a debilitating hereditary disease. Does he not know that?
It's the future year of 2020, Lil. Maybe that's synthahol.
Okay.
Lil's like, there's none of that.
None of that. That's not the future I want to live in. That's all I'm saying.
That's a bleak future. So Wellington's like, I only need the best, Stark. Is that you? I understand you're concerned, but Machine Man was a one of a kind, a freak.
I bet.
With modifications, and then get guys on hover things crash through the window. They're firing at him, and Arno's like, "You missed, punk. You had your shot." Last one got out the window. Fighting the other two. Oh Lord, kiss. He got Ethan. Kiss Ethan goodbye, Buster. He won't be needing his pension either. Last one's like, oh no. His blasts aren't getting through his neutralizer screen. And he shorts out his hover things with laser beams from his fingertips. Who wrote this? Like people who made Superman and Superman 2? What? How this works?
I just why is Arnold Stark so undefined? Why does he dye his hair black? Like, it's so many questions I have. Like, there's this how is he related? There's like a couple of things that they say that he's like Tony was his great uncle. Like, what's the truth, man? What's the truth?
Well, I don't. Or I forget they mentioned it here, or I swear there's some.
Well, that was from like West Coast Avengers West Coast number 61 that they said that. And then the what if? Well, you can't trust what ifs. They say that he was Tony's cousin.
Yeah, I thought in one version it was like Morgan Stark's cousin. Morgan.
Yeah, that's the what if.
So,
then like there's one where he calls Tony him Uncle Tony. Is that like Paradise X Herald's number 3 or something like that? And then actually the Marvel Handbook says that it's not right because they label Arnold as but not Tony's nephew. So it's just like, and then aside she tells says first cousin once removed. I'm just like, whatever. Whatever.
And now in the current Iron Man books, they're brothers. Well, Doc.
Yeah. Boo.
Oh, wait till Friday. Oh, Charlie's gonna. If he reads that Avengers that came out this week, he's gonna have a lot to Iron Man to talk about.
You guys can keep that on super connectivity.
What you don't want to talk about how Howard Stark is like a pawn of.
I hate Howard Stark first and foremost.
He's a pawn of Mephisto, I guess.
Duh, he was rich. Duh.
Oh,
all rich people make deals with the devil. Hello. Nothing surprises me there.
I can't wait for Charlie Esser to try to polish some turds because in Iron Man, the current Iron Man 2020, Arno Stark has brought back his dead parents in some form. I don't know if they're synthetic, but then over in Avengers this week, I guess Jason Aaron had Howard Stark as a pawn of Mephisto, so it's like they're multiplying.
Exactly.
Howard Starks are multiplying.
So I'm just okay. It's 2020. When is Uncle Ben as Mephisto? I'm waiting on my reveal. Come on, don't disappoint me, Marvel. This is how you get Lil Hellfire to Marvel book ever from here on out.
And then they said on Superman Villains #1 comes out on Wednesday, and Ma and Pa Kent are back. Well, we saw them in Doomsday Clock, but they're back in continuity, I guess, starting this upcoming week. So it's like Mom, Pa Kent, Aunt May, the Unkillables, man. The true immortals.
I don't know how I feel. I'll just have to wait and see.
No matter how many times you try to kill them off, man, they keep coming back.
It's that cornbread Kansas living, I tell you. There's nothing wrong with carbs, damn it. Leave them alone. Just leave carbs alone.
Eat.
Let them be.
Oh, Lord. So, all right. After that, back to our story.
Boo.
So Arno takes out the last guy, and he wants to know who sent him, or he'll toss him out the window after his buddy. And Wellington's release him, Stark. I sent him. He was testing him.
Okay.
And Howard says 5.294 seconds, sir. That's better. That's better than 2 seconds off the record of your own security forces. So Howard is my personal assistant and body. Okay, I mean, at the end we get to reveal who Howard is, but how did Howard get to work for Wellington? He wouldn't work for Arno. Oh Lord! Then Wellington puts up a stasis field to keep anyone from eavesdropping, and fires the guy who Arno was threatening. Then Wellington's like, "They've got my
Rich
daughter."
people always threatening to fire people.
Yeah. He's like, "They got my daughter, Stark, and I want her back." And next thing we see, I guess Arno's accepted the job because him and the people flying him out, I guess, say again, X-Men garage sale, man. They stole the Blackbird.
Hey man, when you upgrade, you allow other people to upcycle, man. It's very chic and trendy. Good for them.
Hey, they could do that in current comics. Deadpool should steal the Blackbird because the X-Men don't need it no more. They got all those fancy
I
portals.
was gonna say, I feel like that already happened somewhere one time.
Yeah, Deadpool too.
Yeah, exactly.
Supersonic stealth technology can put Iron Man 2020 in any part of. So Arno's checking the status of his armor. Then he's like, bring up the Marcus tape, which tells him all about Marcus Wellington is the world's third richest man. Industrial magnate specializing in computer hard and software. Diversified into manufacturing, especially munitions. Pesky munitions always comes up.
Because us mere mortals have nothing better to do but cause wars, and war is big business. It's just how it is, homie.
Rumored to be a silent partner of the Bain Corporation, a widower, Wellington has one child, Melody, Mickey, Caitlin, age 22. Oh, yeah, that's right. Her current boyfriend, his name is Braun, B-R-A-U-N.
A little too on the nose, maybe.
What are they trying to tell us? And she's apparently been captured and held for ransom by the Irkutsk Liberation Front. Oh, I love this. They don't even give an amount. They're just like ransom demand is one third half Wellington's net worth.
Somebody doesn't know how to math. It's fine.
1/3 half. So give us 1/3 of one half. Oh Lord, is that like $1 million?
Pretty much.
So of course Wellington had been like, her mother died. She's all I have left. So the kidnappers are saying, hope, waiting for your father to pony up. And she's like, don't waste your time. My father hates me just like he hates everybody. Because he's rich.
I was going to say, who is he? Me? What the hell?
He's you with like billions of dollars.
That's the dream, bro. That's the dream.
Oh, did you see what I put up on the Capes and Lunatics Facebook?
No, what'd you do, Philip?
Well, no. I was reading this week's Ghost Rider number 5, and Mephisto was talking about Lilith like trying to consolidate the armies of hell. And she has a master plan, and I was like, "Yeah, are they talking about our Lilith?" I'm like, "I think so." It could be.
As you do, in any carnation, as you do.
Our Lilith Hellfire is like HR in hell.
Basically.
Oh Lord! And then she's like, "Oh, my father's gonna send, the best hired guns and stuff."
That's what they're counting on.
Maybe, but in your case, he used low-grade help. Do you think Pretty Boy here would protect you?
That one.
Yeah. She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "You can't fool me. You're not in it for the politics. You just want the money." And then we get the female, one of the female kidnappers punch her in the head because girl on girl.
Money. There's no equal opportunity butt whoopings.
Oh. No, girl, it's it's a cat fight, if you will.
When you call off Philip's drop before he can hit the button. You got to get the one from Seinfeld though. Cat fight. That one.
Raquel Welch.
I saw somebody the other day that didn't swing their arms when they walked, and I kind of just chuckled to myself.
I think I see you talking when he didn't wear a bra. Okay. Lex Luthor's mom? What? No wonder he went evil.
Him and Damien should be friends, to be honest. Like, if we're gonna be honest.
All right. Anyway, so the kidnappers are talking about, they're waiting for the money to show up. They're gonna kill whoever brings it.
I mean, this is so much mustache twirling. It's kind of.
Oh yeah, even the head kidnapper. She's like, because like Mickey's like, "You're gonna kill me then, right?" And he's like, "Not quite. You and I are gonna have a little fun first." So.
Whoa! Like, are they gonna play Uno? A chameleon? Like, what's going on here?
Oh. So then after that, Mickey spits in his face. Her hands are still tied, but she kicks him right in the Tic Tacs.
That still works in 2020. We haven't evolved even the slightest. That's a shame.
Oh, the sound effect is KICCCKK, kick. Yeah, we know it's a kick. Well, doll, I like it rough too.
Well, then, that settles that.
So then Pretty Boy gets up and decks the leader because I don't know if he's a cyborg or he's just wearing steel sleeves.
Why not both?
It's
both is good. It's the 90s.
So he frees Mickey. They take off. But the kidnappers realize they're chasing them. Look, a cave. But there's even a ladder to go deep down because this was an old Japanese base from World War II.
Dun dun dun.
So they're like the radio in their ship's probably destroyed with the ship, so they're gonna have to try to circle back and see if they can find stuff. It looks like they're like tromping through a sewer almost. Then Pretty Boy attacks Braun, remember? Attacks one of the kidnappers and kills him, stabs him with his own knife.
Oh, that is not the way you want to go. Killed with your own weapon.
That's true. True.
I guess brain really does beat brawn every time, huh?
Okay, Macdona.
I couldn't resist.
So then they go back up, and she's like, I guess it is life and death. I like you, Braun, but the real reason I came skimming with you is that I needed to get away from my father. He wants to catch me dead or alive. What?
Oh,
Yeah. He wants to catch me dead or alive. What?
that is a harsh grounding there.
You stay in your room forever. I'm active in several green world organizations. My father's industries destroy a lot of this planet every year. I prevent what I can. She spies on him, and then she was investigating the personal files. I found something so scary. He's developed a computer virus of such magnitude, power, and speed that it would virtually destroy computer networks worldwide in seconds.
I feel like we had a whole Colin Farrell movie about that.
And he's developed the only antidote for this computer virus.
Are we sure his last name isn't Evil? Are we sure?
And he's going to ensure his operating systems become the new worldwide standard afterwards.
Wait,
you know?
they're calling out Bill Gates, homie. Were they? I feel like they were friends with Steve Jobs. I feel like this is a hit piece.
That Wellington. It's 94. This is the tech they're fighting over.
Yep, totally shots at Bill Gates. Totally.
That's when she gives her. She has a copy of the virus and the antidote on this analog cortex disc. What? Mickey hands it to Braun. One of us has to get out so that this knowledge can save the world. And Braun's like, "Oh, don't worry, Mickey. Believe me, one of us will get out, right, boys?" That's when the kidnappers pop out. Braun, no.
Idiot.
He killed his own buddy.
Idiot. You deserve to die.
He's blonde. So yes, he was in on it.
Not that you couldn't see that 10 million miles away. It's fine.
I know. Then Arna is preparing to leave the ship. Okay, here we go. The only reference that he was ever married, because he's talking to Bill on the computer screen, says, "Bill, you're my brother-in-law."
After your wife does it, I mean, technically, is that your brother? You former brother-in-law? I don't know how that works. I don't know.
But again, they don't even mention a death. They just say,
because she died because of him. So it's like, I wouldn't even want to talk to you. Like, get out of here.
And nobody. He's like, because Bill's saying, "We don't need Marcus's money this badly," and Arna's like, "Yes, we do. This isn't about that. This is about that lousy armor. Nobody expects you to be Tony Stark. It won't do anybody any good if you get killed." So Bill was the chief operating officer of Stark International. You're not my conscience. If I succeed, we get complete specs on Marcus's corporation's advanced optical laser technology.
They put it on sharks' heads or not? That's all I need to know.
Cutting edge computers plus a fortune. We'll be able to make Stark International more powerful than anything Tony Stark dreamed of. Then he leaves the ship in a nice 2-page spread.
A splash page for no reason.
I've refined the armor because nothing says high tech and subtle like giant gears on your shoulders.
He's definitely compensating for something.
But I'm just like, even if they were like an offensive weapon or something, but you never see those like things cutting anything up, do you? So it's like, what the hell's the point of those?
The rule of cool, Philip. The rule of cool. Oh, Starks are good for that one.
Or is there like one of those cow things on the front of the train that, you know, just like pushes stuff out of the way?
You know, if Charlie was here, he would know the name of that thing.
Well, that's right. They came up with that in Michigan.
No, definitely Jersey to push all the trash around.
Oh,
I'm the street man.
push the trash around.
I do it twice on weekends.
You have to.
Oh.
I kid. I love Jersey. It's fine.
So, Lord, yes, he's flying down to this island. They'll be able to monitor aircraft or ship approach for miles. So, shifts into submersible mode.
Ooh, fancy. Sorry.
Is he a fancy man?
Oh,
I'm not a
definitely.
fancy man.
But then the kidnappers see the helicopter and like, get the sidewinders ready. Oh Lord, more people with bazookas to give blow of hellfire envy.
Yeah. One of these days.
But then as they're about to fire on the helicopter, Arno pops out of the ground. So they start firing at him. I could shrug off this minor league stuff all day, but I'm short on time. Oh Lord. He shoots one of the females. He goes, "Oh God, you killed Dora."
Because she was exploring.
Hello. Instead of killing Penny, they killed Dora.
You bastards.
When they find out what's happened, they'll kill her. Too bad. I mean, if she lives, I get the technology I need. And I'll nail Marcus's hide to the wall. And if she dies, I'll lose everything he lives for. And that'll give me the edge anyway. We see
Wow, he's kind of ruthless, yeah.
We see his gauntlet start crackling. A Kirby crackle, if you will.
Get out, Philip. Just get out. See yourself out. It's fine. We'll see you tomorrow.
I need sound effects, just footsteps and then like a door slam. So he's picking up he's using his magnetic tractor clamps to pick up the kidnapper.
Because that's his only addition he could muster. We get it.
U90s guys wearing all that heavy artillery. So he's telling him how fast he's gonna hit the ground if he lets go. Then back to Mickey. You traitor, you're working for my father. I was just running you around for fun.
Damn.
Who wrote this dialogue? Will Hellfire?
Seriously, bro. Seriously.
Its virus and its antidote are worth more than any lousy ransom. Oh Lord, one of the kidnappers' name is Caesar.
Oh, Caesar.
Oh. Caesar. Yeah, you know, the little guy.
And worst of all, we found the winner. We found it. We weren't even looking.
They should have put in a word bubble that said Caesar sees her. Oh my Lord.
And you know, if we ever do finally collab on that comic book, we're gonna have that dialogue. Our bad guy's name is gonna be Caesar.
All right, I gotta pull the trigger. It's just like, you know, I saw these names on the front cover. I thought they were writers and artists, but I guess they're just.
I thought they were Boston Pizza owners.
Yeah.
That's for you, Ray.
Or, you know, hamburger mascots.
What?
Clowns.
Oh. Your clown joke went over my head, little hellfire.
It's okay. I had to explain my joke. I feel bad. It's fine. We're moving on. That's like just the best. That makes you feel good no matter what.
There's my job. So Braun's like, let's kill Little Miss, save the world, and get out of here. But then I don't know if he came. Did he shoot up through the ground again? Because Arno just like seems to come up out of a junk pile. He was buried in that junk, little hellfire.
No. I was trying to behave myself because it's not Wade's World.
And oh, so long, sweetheart. I really liked your style, but for trillions, I can always get another girlfriend.
I mean, that's true. Ain't gonna hate on that logic.
Lil has switched boyfriends for a pizza. Huh, come on. And then I hear, I thought you guys were never going to show up. Yeah, and Arno comes up out of the ground. Very good. Let's hear it for this fresh new cliche. Because they're like, you can't. Oh Lord, blasting guys. So what's the girl trying to compensate for with that big gun?
She's got bazooka envy. What do you mean?
Oh, nice. Oh, is that why you want a bazooka?
No, I actually just want to blow stuff up. Like, I have a slight pyromania that we don't talk about.
Hellfire.
Now it all makes sense, right?
So yeah, so the female kidnapper's gun isn't hurting Arno's armor, but then he has like a spring-loaded pistol or something. Yeah,
because of course he does.
Why would you just use the repulsor or something built into the gauntlet? It's
the 90s.
Yes.
Everything's got to be big and in your face and spring loaded.
There's my job. And then he shoots out like darts or something. Okay, Asbats. Here's 94. Oh Lord. And then he's like, Marcus didn't give me any special orders regarding you guys. And Braun's like, I got something here worth trillions. It's all yours. Till Mickey shoot them in the back.
Can't.
Well, that shit is a certain amount of spunk.
Gumption, if you will.
I mean, that, well, again, it is 2020 here. So, I mean, do people still say spunk and gumption?
I hope they don't say spunk. I think we banned that word in like 2007. Go to the office.
It's 2020, Iron Man. I'm an activist, not a pacifist.
Ooh, snap!
But Mickey says she doesn't want to get home to her father, and Arno's talking.
They could just get married. It's fine.
Arno's talking about the money, and she says, "For a bigger fortune, would you let me off somewhere?" Nope. She said,
"Those shoulder pads are really doing it for her."
She said, "Let off, Lil Hellfire."
Oh, okay.
My father's going to kill me, and here's why. But then we cut to a few hours later. So Wellington gets the word that Spark's plane is entering their airspace. He's got Melody, Mr. Wellington, and he's circling. He tells Howard he's a good designer, the best. Like he has some skill here. And Wellington opens the channel. And Arno's like, I got your daughter, Marcus. I got your virus. It's time we cut a new deal. I got your daughter and your virus. It's the same thing. Time we cut a new deal, starting with your daughter's safety. What? You thought I was just as nasty as your old man. Maybe I am. So, because Arno's telling Mickey, you'll never outrace your father. The best thing is to confront him. So again, they try shooting they shoot a plane down. And as they're just firing at the ship, Mickey and Arno come out in a giant magnet tuning fork. The escape pod. The suit's completely powered up, sir. All systems operational. What suit? What? So they land and what's that coming out? It's the suit. It seems Wellington has been shopping at Obadiah Stain's garage sale.
Seriously. You knew that was coming, though. You just knew it.
Yeah. So, yes, so of course, Arno and...
Honestly, I like that suit a lot better.
What, the Iron Man 2020 suit?
It's like he really didn't make it his own. It's fine. We don't have to talk about it.
I don't know. They needed someone else designing this suit to make it look more futuristic. It just, I don't know. Looks like he has teeth, and then, like we said, there's giant gears. Oh my god. So Arno's repulsors aren't doing anything. Wellington hits him with a concentrated EMP burst. But it doesn't work. I upgraded my suit's refractive coating and shielding from time to time. So fight. But Arno's thinking he needs a couple seconds. But then Wellington's all distracted by Melody. He's gonna kill her. He says he's hoping that Arno was gonna mess up, so Mickey would have been killed. Can you kill him? Finally, completely discrediting himself. Come, my dear, let me have the disc, and we'll put this unpleasant business behind us. A disc, really?
Hey man, it's like when you show a kid that's like 5 a floppy disk and they think you 3D laser printed, the save icon. It's fine. It's fine.
Give me my virus. Download it from the cloud now.
Exactly.
As he's about to crush her with his giant metal hand, Arno grabs it with a grab.
Grabby McGrabbers.
2 B's because it's an action scene. Your problem is that you never finish what you start.
Ooh, that sounds personal.
No. You didn't guard your virus effectively. You didn't keep Mickey from escaping. You didn't kill me when you had the chance. But Arno's on emergency power.
So he basically just told me you're a failure as a father and a failure as a businessman and just a failure in general.
Man.
So Arno's armor is basically breaking down. He tells Mickey, get out of here. And he's like, wait a minute. He has to break the loop that keeps the virus in checks. But he has to infect his own armor first. Then he injects the virus into Wellington's suit.
No, I call shenanigans. I'm sorry. This is where I draw the line. I'm calling shenanigans.
Oh, this is an order, man. It's just like computer virus. Oh, I could inject it.
This is where I have to stop them, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, you should have picked up like C++ book or something. The programming book to know that you can't.
I mean, even if he had just been like, oh, if he stuck his finger in a port and crazy.
Turn your head and cough for me. And we're full circle.
You know where our humor lies, children. So he affects him with the virus, but then Wellington's still attacking him. Mickey takes off on, hey, look, Sky Cycle. This was a superhero garage sale.
It really was. But you have to remember, we're in the Marvel universe, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, my Lord. So the virus doesn't seem to be working, so Wellington takes off after Mickey, but then, oh, wait, the virus does start working. The suit's going nuts, and then his own guns on the ground start shooting at him.
Spring-loaded action coming straight for your face.
So I'm assuming he's dead. Arno's telling Mickey, I'm sorry about your father. She's like, I'm not. Maybe I am. I don't know. So Arno's going to have to destroy this armor because it's infected with the virus. It'll have to be melted down. I fulfilled my contract. I expect the company to honor it. And then we see Howard whispering something to Mickey. She's like, really? Yes, ma'am. Arno, I now own the controlling shares of stock in Marcus. And since I'm going to be your competition, maybe you should get to know me better. I haven't practiced the social graces much. Too busy, I guess. Ask me to dinner. He's like, well, I'm visiting family, but my brother-in-law is a great chef. It's not much, but... So he's bringing the new Chippy home to the brother-in-law? Again, this... Doesn't that seem weird?
Super weird.
Like, especially if you didn't read the Spider-Man annual, it's just like, wait a minute, he has a brother-in-law, but he's bringing a woman home. What?
Thruple! They're looking for that unicorn for their thruple.
What's like this? If he has a brother-in-law, does that mean he's married? What?
Exactly. I mean, it's Marvel's happy outlook on life. Everybody's a thruple. As we come to find out in the real 2020.
It's the future, man. Monogamy is so underrated.
Everybody should just be single and keep to themselves, and then you won't get the coronavirus. Don't leave your house. It's fine. It's fine. Stay home.
Amen. Get yourself a real doll like Little Hellfire.
We can have Skype dates. It'll be fine.
So at the end, as Arno goes off with Mickey, we see in a private suite, Howard. Marcus has long last received his just desserts. I expect that Stark Enterprises will eventually merge with Marcus Amalgamated and become stronger than ever. And with Mickey's help, Arno Stark will at last become the man he was destined to be, a man who no longer measures life by the length of a dollar, but who knows what it is to help people for their own sake. And as we see Howard roll up to, hey, look, it's the armor Tony Stark was wearing in 1994. And then perhaps he will finally feel the thrill I once felt when I was a Golden Avenger. So, yes.
No one liked you when you were an Avenger, Tony. I hate to break it to you.
That's right. Howard was Tony Stark. Seems you
the whole time.
Get it?
Get it? Just the math there to me feels like this was a story trying to square the circle. If you're familiar with that phrase, I'm just like, make it stop. My eyes are bleeding. Hopefully the actual Iron Man 20 real 2020 is a lot better.
There's a lot. I mean,
There's a lot of moving parts.
You would heard me and Charlie talking about it. It's just like robots basically uprising because they're like, oh, the man's held us down for it's like they're basically doing the race.
Didn't we have that with Vision already? Like, who is Marvel's version of Red Tornado? Like,
they're basically but like every robot's like revolting. They're like, man, y'all keeping us down.
Okay, burn them with fire, cut them off from the cloud. Problem solved.
And then Arno's running around as Iron Man because Tony's all basically now like, I'm not a real person. I was brought back. I'm artificial. It's like, really? What?
You've been an artificial chump for a minute, but okay.
And it's
oh, superficial.
This is at least the third resurrection. It's like, now you have a problem.
Third time's the charm. That's when you get the existential dread.
Well, this is like the third one I can think of off the bat. I think it's been more than that. I mean, he's died. He's basically wiped his brain, uploaded his brain.
Of course. I'm just saying, like, existential dread has to kick in sometime. Why not now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, the whole Iron Man 2020 thing, I think it suffers just because no one came up with like a definitive timeline. It's like it's
Marvel. It's fine.
Well, I just mean, because back at this point, he had showed up like 3 times, and it's like, oh hey, and I think written by somebody different each time. So
yeah, that was the problem, I believe.
They needed one unifying vision.
Yeah, the story is a straight up D as in dog for me. Like, I just did not like anything about this story. Not the art, not the lettering, not the shading, not the coloring, not the story, nothing.
It wasn't
but it was okay. It wasn't an F. I actually did like Mickey, like, for as dense as she was. It's like the saving grace character, I guess.
I give this C+. I don't know. It's a product of its time, and
it is. You can't go back home, kids. That is the moral of this story. 94 stays in 94.
And again, I swear the timeline had to have been altered. Yeah, because now Arno's his brother and not like his nephew or whatever.
Well, like, he's from like Earth, 84-14 or whatever anyway, so who cares?
Who knows? Especially after that last Secret Wars. Who knows? Because, everything's messed up now because,
Franklin Richards is such a BA
that he can't bother to put the universe back right.
Franklin Richards is such a BA.
Oh, Lord.
Reed needed to spank his son. That is my theory.
It's
a little more corporal discipline.
Spanking.
You can be serious without your pants on.
I don't know. I haven't tried that. In theory, it sounds wrong, but maybe one day.
I think Charlie Esser is talking about himself. Think about all those soliloquies he's given us, and it's just like, he has to learn pants through at least half of them.
Touche. On that note.
Oh, that's right.
On that note.
All right, so join us here next week for Wade's World returns.
Excelsior!
With Deadpool #7, featuring that homage to Iron Man Demon in a Bottle.
How dare you, sir? One of my favorites. How dare you, sir?
Deadpool meets a drunken Tony Stark in the 80s.
Shenanigans ensue. Almost like a
hilarity
John Cusack movie.
Weekend at Bernie. Anyway, so email us, get on your high, don't send us any of those computer viruses, but email us.
Because we can't inject them into our Iron Man suits.
Hello. But anyway, get on your computer and email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, follow Comic Capers on Facebook, on Twitter, anywhere. Follow all the social medias, even the aforementioned Ultimate Spider Cast. Because, again, check out part 1 of our Iron Man 2020 special. All when one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, Pod Life, the book, now in digital and paperback. And go on Amazon and purchase that. And when you do, use the link in the show notes. Just scroll down right here. And use the link, send some money to Southgate Media Group, and help us bring you such fine quality programming as Comic Capers.
But more importantly,
What? More importantly, what?
I was going to say Quasar.
Oh, okay. I was going to say
Get your Quasar fix.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
I thought they were Boston Pizza owners.
Matt Conant feels personally offended, first of all.
Oh, he brought that on himself. So, Lilith Hellfire, where can people find you?
Oh, Lord. If you want to at me about anything that I've said, it's fine. You can find me on Twitter via @LilithHellfire or over on Instagram @LilithHellfire69.
Oh, I love a good argument. If somebody wants to argue with me, I'm always down for that.
Fight me, nerds.
Fight me, nerd.
See. All right, everyone. No. That's what I was looking for. So, yes, join us next week for Deadpool number 7. One of the many number 7s.
So many number 7s.
And then, if that wasn't enough Iron Man, come back to the next Comic Capers. Iron Man 247 and Incredible Hulk 361.
Oh, finally, some good Iron Man.
Some pretty smart Iron Man. We get some Joe Fix-It Gray Hulk. Smash it up.